Over the last year, the price of gas has rocketed, causing a major energy crisis. Households across Europe are being impacted, but here in the UK, people face a colder winter than most, and that is because of our leaky homes. We have some of the least energy-efficient houses across the continent. Around 19 million of our houses and flats need extra insulation. So what does that mean? That means households in the UK are paying eye-watering sums of money for gas, and instead of getting warm homes, they're seeing that heating just drift out of their door. The solution might seem obvious: insulate people's homes, right? Campaigners say this would be a win-win. By cutting gas demand, you slash carbon emissions and you cut people's fuel bills. So far, the government in Westminster has proved reluctant to roll out so-called energy efficiency programmes on anything like a mass scale. So one council has taken matters into its own hands. Thanks to some clever Dutch technology, they say they found a way to slash residents' fuel bills in half.
So I'm Angie Lillistone, I'm Head of Carbon Reduction Projects and Policy at Nottingham City Council. So this is all part of Nottingham's ambitious target to be carbon neutral by 2028. What we do is we retrofit houses to bring them up to a net zero standard, so bringing them up to 2050 standards, but earlier on in the process. And it's all about improving the energy efficiency, improving insulation on homes so that we can reduce energy bills for tenants and reduce carbon emissions. We declared a climate emergency, and as part of that we really want to accelerate projects like this and any other initiatives we can find across the city. So we're working with businesses, we're retrofitting houses, we're doing a lot of work with our transport infrastructure, all with the ambition of becoming carbon neutral by 2028, which is well ahead of the government targets.
The terms retrofit and energy efficiency are pretty bland. What does this actually mean in practice?
So we are installing external wall insulation, PV panels, replacing gas boilers for more efficient boilers, and installing ventilation as well. So for a bungalow it costs around £70,000 to £80,000, so it is quite expensive, but you do see, the benefits for the tenants.
All these technologies, solar panels, wall insulation, are great for saving carbon, but what does it mean for the people who live in the houses?
Mine's done, yeah. New boiler, new windows, new doors, new wall, new cladding. Unbelievable. Made a vast difference. My electric at the moment, I don't know so much about gas. My electric has gone from £45 a week to £17 a week. Now, since I've had the solar panels installed, I'm being a little bit more clever. I'm doing my washing, whereas I used to do my washing, tumble dry and everything at night, I'm now doing it during the day while the solar panels are running. But the difference in electric is absolutely phenomenal. The savings are out of this world. My central heating, instead of being on for 15-20 minutes a couple of times an hour, now is on for like 5 minutes an hour every hour and a half. So the insulation in the walls is making a vast difference. So I would say that I'm saving a lot on gas as well, personally. Yeah, I think this would be a very good thing for the government to get on top of and to retrofit the older properties so they can be more economically viable. As far as gas electric is concerned, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the first stage was about to put a new boiler. I'm happy I have a new boiler now. And then change or fix the radiator, change all these things, and then that's the initial work. And then I'm happy about it. When I moved in, it was in winter. And then I remember that year, there were things colder than 40 years before, in 2010. So when I moved in, I didn't have a freezer because I have to buy everything. So the garage was be like my fridge. I could keep my food there, everything there, everything was perfect. Can you imagine that kind of cold? Yeah, it was very cold. So with this project, I will be very excited, and then I will know that at least my house is a proper home now. Yeah.
This kind of deep retrofit that's going to keep Kevin and Julie warm this winter needs to be rolled out to millions of British homes if we are going to meet our climate goals. So, can other councils follow Nottingham's lead?
This is absolutely something that other councils can replicate. You can see around you here and in the other areas across the city that it works. We have local employment now, around 25 people employed at the bespoke factory that's been set up in Nottingham, so 100% this can be replicated, and I think the more people that take on these kind of initiatives, the more the costs will come down and the more this will become standard practice.